a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody, cause they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping in the rickety rip rapping, tiptoeing in bloody boots, cleaning up these murder tracks with logic, bleach and reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up and bounce soon. Copy one for me and copy two for my broke ass. He lives in my home every cause he knows how to master. You will never meet him cause he just a ghost rapture of my better life that I've been yet to still capture. Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody, cause they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping in the rickety rip rapping, tiptoeing in bloody boots, cleaning up these murder tracks with logic, bleach and reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up and bounce soon. Copy one for me and copy two for my broke ass. He lives in my home every cause he knows how to master. You will never meet him cause he just a ghost rapture of my better life that I've been yet to still capture. Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody, cause they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping in the rickety rip rapping, tiptoeing in bloody boots, cleaning up these murder tracks with logic, bleach and reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up and bounce soon. Copy one for me and copy two for my broke ass. He lives in my home every cause he knows how to master. You will never meet him cause he just a ghost rapture of my better life that I've been yet to still capture. Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know over feelings, cutting through the noise, fighting woke mobs and the kids with toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate. Lips BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truce to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
Hey
What's
guys,
up, guys? We're
What's going on,
back
guys?
again for episode 136.
136 episodes
It
for
is
To The Point podcast. Maybe a few more. I think we kind of did a couple short ones. We didn't really count in the beginning, but what do you got?
It is October 22nd, 2025. We are streaming live from the state of Florida in Indian River County. And welcome back, guys. We have a lot of news, local news, wild world news, all kinds of news. You name it, we got it. We are on fire tonight, boy.
What's up, DT? Hey, I saw you in the comments in one of our replay streams, and I just want to say I saw that. You know, you didn't go and ignore it. So, DT was wondering where you guys were. What was it? A couple weeks ago, I did a show with John and Joanne.
Oh yeah,
and you guys were using PTO or something.
Took
I
it
don't
in
I
know.
think that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Leo's birthday.
That was October 1st. Leo's birthday.
yeah. It was October. That's a while back. That's 21 days ago.
Yeah, we didn't really plan for nothing spectacular this week. We're approaching Halloween. It's kind of like vacation time. I'm going on vacation tonight. Yeah, the union must have been on strike. Yeah.
It was on strike.
Yeah, so it's vacation time to relax. I'm pretty sure though we will be here for next week's show. But as we get closer to December and January 1st, our schedules might be a little jacked up. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Same with the board report. If you
But
follow,
if not,
you follow the board report. I don't know if you'll see us for the next 2 weeks. Just because this Friday, no board report. The Friday after that is Halloween. So I'm not sure what's going on with the board report for the rest of October, but it's not going away. Rest assured.
You will hear from us.
Yeah.
In one way or another on this platform or that platform, but you will hear from us because we are Indian River Connections Media.
Yeah.
So
IRC Media.
That's who we are.
Yeah. Which reminds me, IRC Media, you can catch all our stuff at IndianRiverConnections.com. But there's more than just us. There's other shows like Shattering the Narrative, the Benford Chronicles, TGI Now. You can find all their stuff there, and if not, just let me know because the website's outdated. It's been neglected. But speaking of which, Sheila Matthews, which is kind of one of our own, co-host of Shattering the Narrative, she was on with Dale and Jim from Two Guys One Coup today, and it was kind of
they had this morning.
Yep, it was kind of like it was pretty cool because I work with Sheila and CJ on Shattering the Narrative, and I know what she does with Able Child,
Right.
and I've been recommending her as a guest on the show for months now, and they have a guest every week almost,
Right.
and that's their show, and they finally were able to get Sheila on. Let me just show the first few seconds of that. See if this works right for me.
I like that down below, Mike. You know where you had the Leo co-host Leo.
What do you got down below?
Where it said co-host Leo down below at the corner. That's pretty
I
cool.
don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways,
Let me fix this though. We are using a new platform,
yeah,
so things do look a little different sometimes. But this was on Dale and Jim's show this morning.
Live yet? Hey, Jim. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Today we are honored to welcome on the show Sheila Matthews. She's the co-founder of Able Child, a national organization dedicated to protecting parental rights and ensuring informed consent in children's mental health and education. For over 2 decades, Sheila has been a leading voice against the overdiagnosis and overmedication of kids, fighting to bring transparency, accountability, and choice back to parents. We have a lot to discuss with her. She was on just briefly before we went live, and boy, I'm telling you, there's some good things that she is working on, and the work they're doing is incredible. So, Jim, we have Sheila with us today, and maybe some more stuff. Who knows? On what is this? Another episode of
This is live.
Yeah, so that's Two Guys, One Coup. Make sure you follow them on X and on Rumble, and we'll post the appropriate links and all that. But I've been following their show for a while, and I met with them in Orlando for Warrior Shield, and they're like family now, and it's glad to see the network doing what it's supposed to, and the message of what Sheila does at Able Child when they talk about informed consent and psychotropics and all that kind of stuff. It's important, and I'm glad to see it get out. Two Guys, One Coup. Yeah, right. I know the first time I come across the title, I was like, what? Because everybody, that grew up in the 80s and 90s think something else,
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Ritalin screwed my head up as a child. Tremors, neuropathy, and numbness. DT, do me a favor. Go follow their channel on any platform. Just look them up. And you can hear Sheila there, or you can see Sheila on the Board Report or other people from Able Child on the Board Report like Kelly O'Mara talk about the staggering numbers of children that are on these prescriptions that for ADD, like 0 to 1 year olds, there's like 375 0 to 1 year olds already on these drugs, and then up to
Thank you, DT.
up to like 3, there's like 7,000 kids already on antidepressants. 0 to 3.
And to what like DT was saying, like I know when I went to school, I had there was all kinds of kids that were on Ritalin, and I know it only got worse after I got out of school there for a while. And then, Ritalin might not be the thing now, but they're still doing it with other stuff.
Yeah, she is local to us here in Florida, but it's an international organization, nonprofit, and they push for legislation and public records and stuff like that. And they dig deep into like the mass shooters, the autopsies, what drugs were they on. If the government isn't releasing that information, they go hard at like I said, the public information requests and stuff like that, because once you commit a mass shooting, it's a public health thing. So that's need to know. The public needs to know what triggered these people. And most of the time, it's when they come off of these drugs. And Sheila gets into it pretty good. Her organization, Able Child, look into them at ablechild.org. Catch her podcast, Shattering the Narrative, on Rumble. It's an IRC media product there. And then you can also catch it on X, and her co-host CJ streams it on his Facebook, the Spark Free Press and stuff like that. So it's a great group. And then Two Guys, One Coup. It's another great podcast. Genuine guys. I mean, you can follow them on X and everywhere else, but the fun is on Rumble and the chat. And but yeah, check them out. But DT said Ritalin screwed my head up as a child. Yeah, listening to Sheila's story, she comes from Connecticut, right? And she tells a story about her kid in the school system, and it was like, it was kind of like numbing, because I come from Connecticut, and I've heard stories from my parents that they did the same thing with my brother, and then they attempted to do it with me, and my parents didn't really buy into it, and then I watched the cycle repeat itself in Florida, except with another family member, but the parents kind of bought into it. That family member now is off the hinge. If you can think of the word, not
Right.
I don't know. If you were at Warrior Shield weekend, you would know what I'm referring to. But that's kind of where I believe these drugs took them. So Ritalin addiction as a kid, pushed upon by big pharma. Then as an adult, the good stuff is pushed to us adults as legal methamphetamines, aka Adderall. Yeah, I'm 53, by the way. This happened in the early 80s. Yeah, and that's probably, I'm 46, so mid to late 80s is probably when, yeah, my brother's 8 years older than me, so yeah. probably about the same age. Let me get off this screen here. But anyways, check that out. On the board report, though, we did an interview with Kelly O'Mara. You can go back on the Rumble. And
Hey, Mike, hold on. You see down below?
That's what he's talking about, where it
Thumbtacks
comes up and
right
says
there. It says to the
co-host.
point. Yeah, whenever.
When you
sorry.
switch the screen, it
When
brought
you
our
switch
names
to
up.
screen,
Oh,
it brings
yeah,
our
yeah,
name,
yeah.
But yours gets covered up.
Sorry, everybody. We're using a new thing, and
I wasn't even looking at it.
yeah,
But listen, but yours gets cut off a little bit.
It'll come back.
Yeah, but it gets
it
cut
moves.
off because of the where it says to the point.
It's something shiny. Man, this is how we operate. We're upgrading our platform, by the way.
We're-
So
what
We're
are we at?
having fun.
136,
And that's because
we're
of you
still
guys.
rookies.
Listen, and we're just upgrading because of you guys, making it better for you guys, so that you guys can listen and keep
Yeah.
on following us and keep on sharing, and just so that you guys can have a better view of us, see us better, hear us better.
I don't know if they want the better view of us,
But
we're here for it anyway.
hey, yeah, for sure, man. That's the true us. This is who we are. We don't have a script in front of us. Everything that you see is just from the brain to the mouth to the mic to you guys. And that's how we function, man. There's nothing that we write down. We show up. Well, Mike does a lot of work behind the scenes. You guys don't see.
They
So
show
big
up.
shout out to Mike. He does a lot of work behind the scenes, but Vince
Sometimes
and I
it
usually
doesn't
we just
even.
show up and just,
Sometimes it doesn't even come from the brain, Leo. Just from our mouth to the mic, right?
no, but yeah,
sometimes
this
it
is
bypasses
true
the
us.
brain.
That's really what it always was. I just
Having
brought some
fun.
things to talk about, but
Yeah.
it's evolved into 136 episodes plus the board report, plus we've helped evolve TGI Now, the Binford Chronicles, Shattering the Narrative, and we're looking at making other partnerships and collaborations to partner with our company and hopefully take it to the next level. This is our hobby. We love to do what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
And we do have a business model behind it, and that is marketing and advertising. So if your company is interested in reaching a unique base that is in tune with the new media, you can always hit us up at indianriverconnections@gmail.com. Or if you know our partner, John, he is our sales guy. He's our deal maker. So
For sure.
get with John and John from TGI Now podcast. So yeah, it's exciting, and hopefully our hobby, you love what you do as a hobby, right?
And we got
So
no
if it
hate
can
towards
turn into something,
right?
it's great.
And we have no hate towards anybody, man. This is all we love to talk. We love to have conversations with people. We like to dig in people's brain to see how they're thinking,
Yeah.
And if they could dig into our brain and see how we're thinking, man. That's just how
This
we're here to have a
show,
good time, man.
was
one
always
world, one flat Earth.
yeah.
That's it.
Flat Earth. This show was always designed to shit talk the headlines and politics, and that's what we do. So.
We're just here to have fun, man. Whatever.
But there is a variety. Go to IndianRiverConnections.com to check it out.
There is a variety, yes, for sure.
So, anyways, back to business. We are on 22 days of the government shutdown.
22 days.
22 days.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause it
one of
started
our
October
partners' spouse is a government employee, so they're feeling the shutdown. It does affect a lot of people, and but for the normal person who looks at government waste and spending, they're not all feeling it, unless maybe they're in law enforcement or the military, But 22 days. Does it mean
22
anything
days.
to you? Look, there it is again. And there it went.
I mean, it hasn't affected me, but
Yeah. Yeah.
At the same time, like, I feel like if they want to resolve it, I don't think. I mean, it's probably not within anybody's power to do it. But I heard somebody comment they should not pay any Congress members until the government shutdown's done. Watch them come to a conclusion.
Well, I agree. I've heard. What about taxes? You don't stop taking taxes,
right.
Yeah. That's
You don't stop taxing my income.
You stop paying some of the government officials, but you still take our money.
right.
Yeah. DT says SNAP benefits. Does that? I mean,
What about Social Security? Does it affect Social Security? I mean, I
don't think it can.
I don't know.
I think that's a separate fund. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm only in my 40s, Vince. Don't push it.
Right.
But there might be some people watching that could tell us those who are on SNAP are shitting themselves. One demographic threatening to loot and rob. I saw some videos, the dude talking about, you got to help me, this and that. I ain't working for nobody. And it's just like, mean, you got to assume some type of personal responsibility at some point. And but our government has created this dependency. The left, I believe, and almost every leftist administration created more dependency from the most vulnerable and possibly ignorant or underpowered, less opportunity population or the demographic, and they've taken advantage of it. And it's the same demographic that requires government assistance. They don't, it's high in abortions but low in birth control, high in birth rate, and it doesn't. But yet they still get tax money, and there's no limit to it. So finally, those things have limits to it. So, maybe it's time that people stop voting for Democrats. Yeah, I think the Trump administration has done a good job at painting this as a Democrat shutdown. I mean, that's who's holding up from funding all these programs. And, other than that, other than knowing people who are connected somehow, it doesn't affect me. I'm not collecting SNAP. I'm not collecting a paycheck.
You point out that they've done a good job painting it as a Democrat shutdown. The funny thing is the Democrats are the ones voting against reopening the government. And it's the Democratic voters.
It's their same plan.
It's the Democratic voters, though, that are the ones that are paying for it being shut down. More so, I would say.
That's why I threw that little ignorant part in the demographics.
So it's, hey,
because they keep voting for Democrats.
It's what you voted for. It's what you're elected are voting for.
Yeah, I just, I don't connect. I don't collect. So I'm sure if I needed certain services, I would feel a little different. But at the same time, this gives the administration a chance to make these cuts.
Yeah.
That will, I want to get rid of that shit. And you like that? Where is that?
What is it?
The thing that keeps coming across. Okay, there they are. Anyway, sorry, it was distracting me this whole time. But October 22nd, 22 days. Tomorrow will be 23 days. It's been shut down since your birthday, Leo.
Yes, I know this is my birthday.
And this gives the Trump administration a chance to make these cuts, to fire some people, even though everything he does gets thrown up in court.
So let me ask you this. So who made the decision to shut it down? Who said shut it down?
It's nobody shuts it down. It's the funding is till.
So what do they mean by shut it down?
So
there's a certain date.
The funding is up until a certain time when it's required to pass the next budget. So
there's a cutoff if they don't
don't pass and agree on a new budget or a continuing resolution, a CR, then it shuts down. Government shuts
down twice during Bill Clinton,
probably
Obama.
More than that. Yeah,
I think Bush had it shut down twice. It shut down once for briefly when Trump was in office already before.
And it's how the minority group in government tries to get their way. So essentially, it is them holding it up. If a couple Democrats would just vote for it,
right,
there would be no problem. Our partner's husband would be drawing a paycheck. Right now, the military is paid for with tariff money. That tariff money was actually going to go to citizens, remember? But now because the Democrats,
they were going to send out
the Schumer shutdown.
They were going to send out a little stimulus check for y'all, but
kiss that stimulus goodbye because that tariff money.
Now they got to use that tariff money to pay for the military.
Right, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I didn't want the money anyways, but that was money that the Democrats just took from you again. And the bottom line is they are not for you. And
so the Democrats are the ones who have this shit on shutdown.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yes, if a couple of Democrats
because they don't want to come to an agreement.
Right.
And what's their agreement? What do they want?
One of the things they're pushing is they're trying to force Medicare to still take care of illegal immigrants. They want
but they say that's not the case.
Right. They say it's not, but I don't know for sure if that's one of the things. I think it is. I think they're trying to sneak that in there.
I'll tell you what that is. So what that is JD Vance and Benny Johnson and these people are coming out saying the Democrats want to give Medicare for illegal immigrants, and illegal aliens. And the Democrats, it's all wordplay though. It's all wordplay. J.D. Vance, Benny Johnson, all of them, they're right because that's what the Democrats are doing. But the Democrats will turn around and say, we're not trying to give health care to undocumented immigrants.
Right.
Did you see what I did there? I didn't say illegal. I didn't say and what I said was, we're not trying to give health care to undocumented immigrants because as soon as they become within the system,
Right.
guess what? They get a fucking document. So right now they're just playing stupid. No, they're now they're giving this illegal immigrant who's got a document healthcare. But they're telling you in the press that's not what I'm doing. Sorry, Vince, that
That's
was
my sandwich.
You know what I'm saying though? So they're just saying no, that's not the case, but meanwhile they're giving them documents. Just like they can get driver's license and in some cases voter registration cards.
See,
Or even
okay,
CDL licenses to drive a semi truck.
Yeah.
okay, but see, how can I explain this without like hurting people's feelings or anything like that? Like, if you're here, you should have some kind of ID, somehow, some way. I need to know who you are.
So
You know what I mean? Like
you should be. You should have a document.
Like to me, if you come to the office and say I need a driving license or I need something, and you don't have anything to says who you are, or what,
Right. No social security number.
I'm
no...
gonna try to give you something so I know exactly who you are and you're in my database ASAP.
Yeah.
Quick.
I think it's required by law. You have an identification. Maybe it's not that case everywhere in the States. I thought once you were 16, you had to have an ID, even if you didn't have a driver's license.
Probably, but they shouldn't make it so hard for people to be able to get at least an ID, an identification card to identify themselves, who they are, to get them in the data system of this person has an ID.
Let me ask you, what if somebody walks up, they've got no birth certificate, no social card? So they're just telling you a name that could be some made up name, made up age. How do you deal with that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We put them in the database. You put them in the database quick. You get a fingerprint. Once you get a fingerprint, you say, okay, well, this is who you're saying, and this is your fingerprint is going to match who you're saying.
But then we're just going to take their word for it on their name and age, and
it's better to have something than nothing. Because then how do you go to, okay, well, at least I got a fingerprint and this is who you're saying who you are. I don't know. Well, you have to find out who these people are somehow, some way. I don't know.
I think they should be afforded an ID. And somehow we need to document them.
Right.
And give them a number they can pay taxes with. That doesn't make them legal, in my opinion.
No.
As soon as they come within law enforcement, they need to be directed to the legal way of doing things.
Yes.
Whether I don't know if that's detention or booted, deported. What I don't know. That's a hard call. But there's millions of those issues.
Yes.
Millions and millions of those issues.
Yes,
right
I agree. I 100% agree. And it's just.
I think Trump just wants to say if you don't
already
have an
if
ID,
you start giving it now,
you gotta go.
But see, the problem is once you give them an ID, now you loosen up that little chain, that you have people on because now they're gonna want something else,
and that's the core problem.
And that's what hurts because it's like I'm trying to help you out, but don't take advantage of me, you know, and that's what hurts because that's how human beings are. That's who we are. We're instantly just
give an inch, take a mile.
Right.
So usually it starts with
and we're living that. I'm living that. We're all
usually
living that.
It starts with when an illegal alien gets apprehended, they're given a court date and released. So that's the first sugar given to the mouse, so to speak. The first bit of nicotine or cocaine, and then they're free. They got a court date. Half the time they don't come back for a court date. If they do, if they're in the right area of the country, what big deal? They're going to get released again. Right. And then in some parts of the country, they can get their license, their CDL, their commercial driver's license. And CDL or a light driver's license in California is recognized in all 50 states of the union.
Right.
That's the problem. We're in a union with 49 other states. So we're dependent on every state in the union having integrity of the country and the rest of the people in the country, their safety. Like, we're in this together. Even though we're separate states, we're in this together. And states like California is fucking it up. But
What did you
but
hear?
but that's how they're getting it.
Did you
They're
hear
getting a
about-
hold of somebody, and as soon as I talk to you and I put you in my if I give you a ticket, if I give you a court summons, anything, now you're a documented illegal
Right.
immigrant.
Back to California for a minute. They passed something where you have to speak English. There's certain requirements to have a CDL. California, I think, is the only state that hasn't fallen in line and agreed to do it. And I believe they took like $400 million from their budget. I could be a little off on the number, but I guess because they're not falling in line with that new law, that they're going to be penalized and they're not going to receive some of their granted tax money.
Yeah, well,
To me-
California is a fucking problem, man. At
Right.
some point, though, here's my thing. You know what? I'm not very
here's
right.
my thing.
Go ahead, go. You go, Leo.
I'm ready for them to break off and be another country.
Listen, here's my thing, right? Fuck the government.
Well, it's there for a reason.
No,
and thank
I
God it's
agree.
there because it's meant to do one thing and it's protect you, and that means enforce its borders.
I know, but
And they
listen,
haven't done that in the
No.
last 4 or 5 decades.
But you know what though? I hate to say this. You know, like back to the to the people that are not documented or have an ID, to give them Medicaid or give them anything like give them like health benefits and stuff like that. Just get rid of the health system, man, because it just sucks because those people are just banking up after banking and banking off of people, off of insurances and all that bullshit. Like, how come other countries don't have this problem, but yeah, here we are suffering with people's health and this and that? You know, like we need to have a better health system here.
Well, don't be fooled though, because there's parts of Europe.
No, but I mean,
There's parts of Europe and England where that people's health is horrible. I mean, the stuff that we've raised alarms about here that we talk about that's already banned in Europe.
right.
Well, guess what? It's already banned in Europe because they've already been polluting their population for decades before we even woke up.
right.
You know, they're
I do agree that
It's horrible.
our medical field's really messed up and it needs a lot of work. I do agree with Leo on that.
Yeah, it just sucks, man. Like, it just
Like what I've seen, like what my dad go through when he had a stroke, he was making a full recovery, but because he was working 2 part-time jobs at the time, didn't have health insurance, you know, they helped him for so long, and then at a certain point they cut him off, so no more house visits to help him rehabilitate or anything like that, and he just went straight south after that, and he never made a recovery. He's still, you know, paralyzed in one arm.
So does he receive
but-
disability or anything?
He receives a disability check, yes.
But he hasn't received notice any of that's going to be interrupted.
I asked him. He says he don't fucking. He's like, I don't know. If it shows up, it shows up. If it don't, it don't. I'm like, okay, Dad.
Yeah.
So, but it's
A
just,
month after it doesn't show up, it'll be different.
if our government had a better, some sort of better program where he could have had continued to have. I mean, he paid for medical insurance his whole life, and then when he needed it most, he didn't have it because he lost his job.
That's what I hate about it.
And
Like, all insurance is a scam.
I still believe he would have made a full recovery if he had, if they continued to help him with his rehabilitation.
I feel like insurance in total is a scam. And, you know, you pay and pay and pay and you never use it, but you paid for it.
Yeah.
You know, Florida is horrible, though. Insurance fraud is horrible in Florida. There was something I was going to say before I let Leo have the mic. And, shit. I
Look
forget.
at me, Mike.
I forget. Anyways, the longest shutdown to date lasted 34 days. It was from December 22nd to January 24th. That was 2018, 2019, under Donald Trump administration. Yep. The 2025 shutdown is currently ongoing as of now. Hasn't surpassed the 35-day mark. We're only at day 22, 23 tomorrow. Some sources say the 2018-19 shutdown lasted 35 days. depending on whether partial days are count, whatever. And so there's talk that they're going to stretch this out until after Thanksgiving. And if that doesn't cost the Democrats freaking seats, especially in these underserved districts across America, man, like
Across where?
Underserved districts, like bad neighborhoods, where these Democrat counties and strongholds carve out sections, and then you end up with AOCs or Jasmine Crockett's, and who
Because
won't be back. But
Anybody with half a brain can look and see who's voting for the bill for the government shutdown to continue to be shut down. The votes are going. It's all Democrat, 100%. They're not in favor of reopening the government. So, I mean, I know you've got a lot of people that are delusional that aren't going to understand that, and they're going to still blame it's Trump, it's the Republican Party, that's why it's shut down. But there's still a decent amount of people that vote Democrat that have enough brain to see that, and it's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's hope.
Right.
Anyways, what else you got, Mike? You got
Let's take a break.
Right.
You want to get into the local stuff, don't you? Nobody cares about local. DT might care about local. I know DT's local. If you're watching, there's not many of you on right now, but if you're watching, hit the thumbs up. Thanks for dropping a comment. Share the show. That's what helps us.
Don't forget
go.
to give us a like, give us a follow. We are To The Point podcast with Mike, Leo, and Vince. We'll be right back.
Yeah, this here's a word from Warrior Shield Foundation, who we proudly support, and here they go. Maybe.
Warrior Shield Foundation is here to unite, honor, and provide support for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star family members. The foundation will enable them to find the help they need through direct assistance or by connecting them with our Shared Vision Network. Using data-driven models, we provide solutions that make a long-lasting difference. We, along with our partners, are dedicated to bringing together like-minded groups and individuals who have committed to making a difference in the lives of our hardworking, everyday heroes. We bridge the gap by connecting warriors or their families with the assistance they deserve and require, such as service dogs, wheelchairs, counseling, scholarships, and team-building retreats, to name a few. You can help right now to make a difference for those who have helped and protected us all. Warrior Shield Foundation, selflessly doing for those who need it most.
It's a long way to home, but you won't take the hard road all alone. Just look to your left and look to your right. You were born to fight.
There we go. We're back.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. That was a good little break, I needed that.
Well, that we support Warrior Shield Foundation. I
For
went
sure.
to their Warrior Weekend, their Hero Fest. It was a concert with Bo Bice and Sean Holcomb and a few other great entertainers.
Mike's trying to set me up for next year.
Oh man, y'all were supposed to come, man.
No,
We're
I
gonna
know,
do a
but-
production from it next year.
Yeah, I never
But
said I was.
Mike's trying to set me up for next year because they're fundraisers for what, Mike?
Oh, so every year, hey,
Fucked up.
every year this will show the compassion of the Catholic Hispanic community. Maybe every year this organization picks another organization to support and raise some money for and throws this benefit. And last year it was the Corporal Chad O Foundation for PTSD, and I think the year before was like wheelchairs for warriors. They've done a couple already. Excuse me. And at the end of Warrior Weekend, the board gets together and they decide who is the next organization for the next year. And the next year's organization is the Border Patrol Foundation. And now we haven't really dug into the Border Patrol Foundation. And
Leo,
it's
that's
just
fucked up.
well,
No,
I
he's
mean,
trying
it's
to
a
set me up
hotbed
to
issue
bring my
in
people
our
out there.
it's a
Yeah,
hotbed
yeah, I
issue
know
in our
he's trying to do
community.
Yeah.
You
For
know,
sure.
and
It is a
no,
hot-
I didn't
it- listen,
nominate them.
Listen, it has been a very hot issue in our community because on Tuesday, man, they were out there. They were hot. Tuesday, they were hot.
So
Tuesday,
this
they were
this
hot.
foundation though
No
supports
King's Day.
families of Border Patrol agents or ICE agents that have been injured or killed in duty and whatnot. And the interesting fact though, I forget the numbers. We've done this show before. I think it was like 7 or 8 out of 10 border agents are actually Hispanic descent.
Yeah.
So it's not a whitey racist thing.
We talked
You
about
know,
it before.
yeah, we've talked about that before. What were you going to say, Vince?
I don't remember.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, look, my skeleton's in your camera now. Yeah. So it is a hotbed issue in our area because we live in a predominantly, I live in a predominantly Hispanic community.
Yeah.
Overall, though, in the county, it's not predominantly Hispanic, but it is a big part of our population. And
Yeah, for sure.
this area has been known for migrant workers in the orange and citrus industry. So
for many
Yes.
years, you
A
know,
lot
I was
of-
born and raised here in Fellsbury, Indian River County,
Yeah.
Florida.
This area and around, you know, through
Yeah,
the
so-
Central Florida, it's been
all right.
big.
Well,
for-
you brought it up. Since you brought it up, Indian River County, Florida, is just like every other red county in the country in a
Yeah.
red state. It's just barely red. So you got to pay
Purple.
attention to your local politicians. That's where the crazies are born and bred. That's where they throw the smoke over your eyes, and that's how they progress up the ladder. And soon enough, they're your senator or whatnot. Even worse, hopefully not. But that's where you need to pay attention. And it starts at the lowest levels: school boards, city councils. The people you vote for should have some type of understanding of the community they're representing, even if it's not the community that voted for them. So
Right.
when you come into areas that are just barely, like I mentioned, the conservative county and a conservative state, it's barely red. It's because people want to keep their jobs, and they know what keeps their jobs, so they say the right thing. They sit on the fence, but meanwhile they lose touch with the community, and then they let overdevelopment take over. They let special rules and accommodations come in for certain groups where we got away from all that years ago. So here we're facing a lot to do with land bank companies that buy up a lot of acreage at auction prices, and then they pressure the county, or they try to get it annexed into the cities with bad building departments. That way they can throw up these developments, these 15-minute cities everywhere. And they paint a pretty picture like, oh, it's for this community, which is weird. Why would you want to be a segregated community? And then they turned it into industry. And it's just like, well, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. So pay attention to your local politicians, pay attention to your local county and city boards, school boards, all that, because there's a lot more going on than you realize. And a lot of these people are either going to make a job and a career out of sitting right where they're at,
Yeah.
or they want to go somewhere else. So make them work for their money,
And
show
your-
up and speak.
and your
push
local
back.
politicians are going to affect you more directly than
Yeah.
like this government shutdown. Most of us are not generally affected by it.
And if you want to do your own board report in your own community somewhere out there in America, hit us up and I'll set you up. And we'll set you up with the same format we do, and I'll coach you through it. And you just got to get the people. And then they show that stuff. Local stuff is boring here, but it makes money actually because local businesses want to support the getting the message out.
Yeah.
So it not necessarily makes money, but it pays for getting your message out there. You can advertise it more. You pay to get it out in front of more people, which is sad. You got to do that, but shadow ban on these social media platforms is horrible. But besides that, let's get out of that. Pay attention to local. You can catch our local show, the board report, whatever. What were we going to talk about? We already did that. Look down here. I think I showed DT's comments already.
One of the things that was big in the news this last week was all these. Leo brought it up a little bit. All these
ICE raids.
Yeah, no, the King's Day
Mm.
BS.
I didn't even have pictures of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. I looked at some of what I seen on, on social media and stuff, and it's just like, so you got these, you see these people that are like dressing up like Donald Trump, and you see them where they're dressed up like some other people, but like everyone that I look at, literally, Mike, Leo, I could just in the picture looking at them, I could see there's something not right with them mentally.
Well, here's what I noticed.
I'm just
First of
looking
all,
at him, and I'm like,
not-
something's fucked up with that person.
I don't want to give them the attention, but more of them showed up than I'd like to
make
see.
it quick, Mike, because you're wasting our time.
Yeah, like more of them showed up than I'm proud of. Like I
Right.
would like to see smaller numbers of them people show up because they're idiots. Well, where the little town I drove through where it was happening, I saw horrible shit on signs, but it was either the only young people there were, I can tell they were transgender or non-binary because they were dressed like women with fucking facial hair, and then or old boomers, 70s, 80s maybe, and it. I made a joke in a group text about, our brothers, sisters, Lutheran Unitarian Church down on Fifth Boulevard is offering 5 free bingo cards to anybody who shows up.
Right.
And that's pretty much, the attention it got was a lot of these are paid people that show up. They get $150 for the day or $200 for the day, and in some cases, there's transportation to the next one. Like in between cities, and if you look at their schedules, they're scheduled at different times. Yep. And there's a business behind it. Some people here locally kind of exposed it in some other channels, but it's real. We already know it's out there. The Soros money is real. It's just not some talking point from the right. But the evil Democrats, the pallet loads of bricks, they're getting paid before by somebody.
Soros has been pumping money into the left for
You think that the money that they're being donated is going into the right people, to the right thing? It's not.
No,
it's not. You can see it. It's not.
So
I'm sorry, but
yeah. So, anyways, on screen we have some facts about construction at the White House. If you haven't noticed, Trump is building a ballroom at the White House, and I think they're ripping down a part of it. Fact of the matter is, the White House is not a brick shit house. It's an old shit box, really, and there's parts of it that weren't really invested in the way it should. So the area
is being torn down right now.
Not the whole house, just a wall.
Wing.
Yeah, and they're putting in a ballroom, it should be something of the sort. And they're like, oh,
Trump don't even dance.
Hillary Clinton was out there saying, oh, Trump is defiling the White House. No Clinton would have ever defiled the White House.
Well, Clinton was over there again, Wowie's underneath the table.
Yes,
yeah, I was just
of all people to say anything.
Hey,
her husband
Leo,
was
wait
in there defiling.
You've never seen Donald Trump dance,
bro?
Yes.
You've never seen Donald Trump dance, Leo?
He just does his thing, but who knows? An elegant dance. He does this.
Hey, but what's up, Clinton?
Yeah, so I can't believe she even said that. But anyways, Terrence K. Williams, he's a kind of comedian, a social media influencer.
Hey, you try to get
he posted this out here, and he here's the facts. In 1902, Roosevelt built the West Wing. In 09, Taft added the first Oval Office. 33-34, FDR expanded, added a pool, moved the Oval Office. In 48, Truman rebuilt the entire interior. In the 70s, Nixon added the press room and bowling alley. In 09, Obama turned the tennis court into a basketball court. And there's been other things. Underneath the press room was like the pool, I think. It's just, there's a lot that goes on there, and each one leaves their piece behind. And the ballroom is what he's leaving. You hold state visits. That's what you should have. Like, no, the basketball court in your freaking Capitol palace. It's your palace.
Well, I mean, that's
it's an imperial palace. And that's, by the way, it's an imperial palace. No, there's no king's bullshit. You're right. He's not a king. He's a fucking emperor. And because when you see him go everywhere across the fucking world, they kiss his ass. You showed the Saudis show up with purple. The King of England treated him like he was his liege, like he was just a member of his empire. I swear to God, it's the Fourth Roman Empire, and it's Trump, and it's going to continue into the Gaza peace deal. And people laugh at me. Get your tinfoil hat on. Part of this peace deal in Israel, I'm leaving it on the screen. I should. Part of this deal with the Mideast peace deal is it establishes the Board of Peace. The Board of Peace. And on that Board of Peace is, well, the decrepit Tony Blair, who's the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, or the UK, United Kingdom, whatever. And other people sit on this board, but I think it's Tony Blair and Donald Trump will chair this Board of Peace, and it will oversee, the ceasefire, if it's still on. I don't even know, because I told you guys I haven't been paying attention. But which to me, it doesn't say the president of the United States will chair this board, but President Donald J. Trump will chair this Board of Peace. So theoretically speaking,
even after he's president,
in 4 years, a year after he's president is over with, he's still in a power of position in the Middle East. So in turn, we still have that American empire in place over the Middle East, something, the Romans couldn't handle, right? I mean, I guess they did for a few hundred years, a few thousand, I don't know. Anyways, it's just my little rabbit hole. But think about that. And look it up. Look up the who's going to administer the Mideast peace deal or details about the Mideast peace deal. Now, I'm just saying that puts Trump in a position of power long after his presidency is over. Long live the emperor. That's all I'm saying. I love it because these people are like, no kings, no shit. What about when? I can't believe. What about when your administration was going to force us to get vaccinated just to go to work, or get on an airplane, or go in a restaurant? You had to wear a mask to go in a bank. A year before that, if you wore a mask going into a bank, you'd get shot. And now you have to get the shot to go into a bank in some areas. It's just crazy. That shit's over. But they would bring that back in a heartbeat. The COVID protocol would come back in a heartbeat.
Damn, Mike, take a break.
Yes, man, that's good stuff, though. Emperor Trump, man. I'm telling you, you're right. There is no king. But we fought off the king in 1776. We said enough with that. So these protests are, to me, a waste of time. It's a money laundering scheme somehow. These people, though, that show up are either getting paid or they're just stupid.
We're not getting paid.
No, but if you want to pay us, we'll put your logo at the bottom right here on every episode.
We can play an ad.
Yeah, and a 30-second commercial for sure. But anyways, we were going to talk about Halloween. Let's cover that real quick. I'll read this off.
Sure.
You want to hear about this?
Yeah.
Halloween, I kind of like it.
I like it too.
I like Halloween Horror Nights. I can't afford to go.
I don't like Halloween Horror Nights.
I love it. I can't afford to go though.
I don't like getting scared.
I can't stand in the lines.
In years, I wouldn't like getting spooked.
I don't like getting scared. I don't like.
We should plan to go.
I like
next
Halloween.
Year.
I like to look at it from the outside.
Do you think maybe we can do an episode from Halloween Horror Nights?
We'd have to
wait for you guys
more
outside.
GoPros. No, we should definitely do it then.
I'll wait for you guys
we should definitely do it.
Book it, Mike. Book it.
It's
don't waste your money. I'm telling you right now, do not waste your money.
It's expensive.
Book it.
It's expensive though because you got to get the line skip. Yeah. Otherwise, you spend your whole freaking night waiting in lines. It's ridiculous.
Nope. I'll wait
Leo,
for you outside.
We'll work on Leo, man. This is gotta be good. We're gonna get a couple. We're gonna get a couple GoPros. We're gonna get a couple of GoPros. And,
man, I'm telling you, I would not go. Don't waste your food.
Come on, Leo. Don't tell me you're scared of clowns.
We'll bring my son.
I'm not that I'm scared of clowns, but it's just
We used to work with
it's
somebody
just that you want to kill me, Vince.
Yeah. Come on, Leo. You can trust
it's
us.
It's just the ones that chainsaws.
It's not a real chainsaw, Leo. Come on.
Don't waste your money.
We're going to Halloween Horror Nights next year.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
halfway
been a-
in between
listen.
Dale. Maybe Dale and his family will meet us there.
I've always been scared though. I've always been a scaredy cat. Like that shit freaks
Jump
me the
scare?
fuck out.
You get
man.
jump scared
Fuck
a
yeah,
lot.
man. That thing scares me.
What I do?
I've
just
seen Leo
scares me.
jump
It's just-
3 feet from
like-
a lizard before.
Like no, like I'm good. Like I don't need
Oh,
I don't need that in my life.
To be fair, it was one of them like really, really.
yeah.
Oh,
So, but I
There we
like
go.
Halloween, man. And
I like Halloween too.
But its
those scare
origins,
me.
its origins aren't really wholesome, Christian, even. You know,
Don't pop out of the woods and scare me, man. I'm good.
I love
no.
that shit, man. I used to love that stuff. And the best haunted house I've ever been in is in Kissimmee, Florida. Old
Oh,
Town
yeah?
is what it's called,
Really.
and it's literally this little
Old
tiny
Town.
little haunted house in Old Town. Have you been there? It's right next to a fun spot.
No.
But it's like a little boulevard you can walk. They have a car show on Fridays and Saturdays. It's a really nice place. It's changed over the years, a little more industrialized or institutionalized. But anyways, that freaking little haunted house, man, used to be packed. It like full of jumps, and it was good. I'm older now though, and I haven't really been into those things. But we'll do Halloween Horror Nights next year.
Like I wouldn't
Maybe
mind,
Halloween
I
Horror
wouldn't-
Nights will pay for it.
right. Like I wouldn't mind being one of the employees of a haunted house, but I just can't go through a haunted house myself. I just can't. I'm on some flashlights leaving the studio tonight, boy. Make sure you leave the lights on outside the studio.
I went years and years ago, and my stepson was with me. He was
I've been
14,
once.
and he went through like one haunted house.
I just picture
Some
Leo.
scary shit,
Just
man.
picture Leo
He was
screaming
14.
and running out.
He was 14. He would not walk through another one. He would stand right there. He
I
was
remember
like,
the person that
nope.
I remember the person that I went.
He was a big kid too, though. But I was like, come on, dude.
I remember the person that I went with. At the time, it was my girlfriend, and I was pushing her in the front.
Hiding behind your girlfriend.
Fuck yeah! It was,
It
man.
had your head in her back.
Come on, I'd be like, "Whew, that was good, wasn't it?"
Leo's already been outside waiting for 5 minutes.
I just don't like it, man. That shit creeps me the
I
fuck
love
Leo's
out,
been outside
man.
waiting for 5 minutes. You walk out and he's like, "That was good, wasn't it?"
I love it. I love it.
But listen, don't forget to stop by my house. I'll be outside with some trick-or-treater, passing out treats for the trick-or-treaters. Having a good time. I'll have a table out there decorated, Halloween, stuff like that. Have a smoke machine. I got a smoke machine. I got cool lights and stuff like that. So I like it. I like to decorate and have fun, man. I've always liked it, and now that I'm an adult, I kind of go a little bit too extra and whatever. I enjoy it.
I like Halloween.
I remember as a
and
kid,
Christmas.
as a young teenager going to Halloween parties, and those were always fun. Those were some of the best parties. to go to.
Those were also some of the best parties to go to. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But that's for a different show.
For sure, that's
that's a
Anyways.
different network.
So
the
Halloween.
three of us should have went like X.
So it didn't just start with candy or costumes. It began more than 2,000 years ago with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. The Celtics Celts celebrated the end of the harvest on October 31st, believing that on this night the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest. Spirits could cross over, and people lit bonfires and wore animal skin disguises to confuse or ward off the wandering dead. Kind of similar in Latin America to their traditions. But when Christianity spread into Celtic lands, how do you say that? Celtic or Celts, I don't know. The church tried to replace the pagan ritual with All Saints' Day on November 1st. The night before became All Hallows' Eve, which over time shortened Halloween. Still, many of the old traditions, bonfires, costumes, respect for the dead, survived under a new name. In medieval Europe, the night evolved into souling, where villagers went door to door offering prayers for the dead in exchange for small cakes. The origin... Are you okay over there, Vince? The origin of trick-or-treating. Fast forward to the mid 1800s when Irish Scottish immigrants brought Halloween to America. It began as a small community party, then grew into an annual cultural event. By the 1950s, thanks to suburbs, candy companies, and Hollywood golden age of horror, not horror, but horror, Halloween became the kid-centered, costume-filled celebration we know today. Now it's one of America's biggest holidays, second only to Christmas, generating over $12 billion a year in spending. But beyond candy and costumes, Halloween remains what it always been, a night where we face the darkness together, laughing at fear, honoring the dead, and remembering that the unknown still holds power. Yeah, there's many traditions that evolve. Same with a lot of our Christian holidays. They've kind of coincided with pagan holidays, and they've kind of melded them together, and that was how they got most of them to convert. But it is what it is. It's still a lot of fun, and it's another Halloween.
Screw all that shit. Give me some candy.
Mischief night. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Is it after 9 yet? We got to wait till the kids go to bed for that one. But Mischief night was always what happens on Mischief night stays on Mischief night, especially in the Miko area.
Hey.
Anyways, next week I think we'll be back for episode 137. I think.
Yeah.
I
Big
don't
shout
know.
out to all the birthdays of this month of October.
Yeah, Leo's was at the beginning of October. I think Thomas Kenny, one of our collaborators on the board report, his birthday was last Sunday. There's a few other birthdays roaming around, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you are watching, wherever you are, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment so I know if this meter at the top up here is accurate where you're watching from. And I don't know if all the platforms come through. So thanks for your comments, DT, and we'll see you guys next week. You got anything before we go?
No, I don't have anything. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, make sure to stay connected, stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe.
We'll go out with the thumbnail again.
Yeah, for sure.
With the little spook. I don't know who the creator of the song is, but we'll get copyright strike for it or whatever.
Anyways,
YouTube sucks.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week. To the point.
Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody cause they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping in the wicked deep rip rapping, tiptoeing in bloody boots, cleaning up these murder tracks with logic, bleach and reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up and bounce soon. I copy one for me and copy two for my broke ass. He lives in my home every cause he knows how to master. You will never meet him cause he just a ghost rapture of my better life that I've been yet to still capture. Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose under the sheets. You know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you circus where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody cause they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping in the wicked deep rip rapping, tiptoeing in bloody boots, cleaning up these murder tracks with logic, bleach and reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up and bounce soon. I copy one for me and copy two for my broke ass. He lives in my home every cause he knows how to master. You will never meet him cause he just a ghost rapture of my better life that I've been yet to still capture. Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus where you could be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking, you know me. Do you like what you see?